Fantastic. Did I catch you at a bad time? Sweet. Yeah, you had spoken with my associate Zach about this property that you have off of Sunset Ave in Chicago. Yeah, and I'm just touching base. I understand you. I believe you have two properties. The address that I have is Carlos. Yeah.
Apartment name is
Sam.
Sam. Okay, I just yes. I've had so many calls, so I'm just trying to make sure.
You know, I've had so many calls too. I almost forgot who. I think I had said a different name at first. Oh, well, I mean, that's my name, but I think the person I had said somebody else's name that I was calling on behalf of. I work a lot of deals too, so I understand you get a lot of calls. So did you have a few minutes so we can kind of chat about this? Okay, cool. So kind of catch me up to speed. I know that I believe that there's two properties that you're looking to sell and that your husband does a lot of the maintenance for the homes, correct? Okay, so the address that I do have is 1417 Sunset Ave in Chicago. Okay, Sunset Avenue. What's the other address?
669.
Same street?
It's like a little coach house on the back on the same property. So it's got one zone.
Oh, okay. Got you. And this is currently being rented out, right?
Right, both units.
Okay, both units, and then you don't live too far, right? I think like 20 minutes from this.
No, I do.
Okay, so for the Sunset Ave, I mean the 1417, what is it currently rented out for?
1,200.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's market rent or a little bit undercharged?
It's under.
Okay.
Because the house is paid for, and we know the people through other people.
Okay, gotcha.
So just giving a break.
What do you think market rent for a house like that, like if it were to get touched up a little bit to make it look a little bit more modernized for
Right.
today's standards, what do you think that can come in?
It's going to rents are kind of high now. So you're looking at least, I think you can get it every bit of 15, 16.
Gotcha. Okay, 15, 16.
Right.
And then I'm bringing this up. This is a 3-bedroom.
The little house.
Okay.
You can surely get every bit of 700 to 800.
Okay, so 700 to 800 on that one.
But I'm only getting 6 from the guy because he's been there for 10 years, and I didn't want to go up on him.
Got you. And that one's in the back on the same parcel as this other house?
Yes.
Okay. So is it like kind of like the same driveway kind of thing?
No, it's got a different entrance on the back. The back of this, the big house, there's an entrance to go to the other.
Okay. So is the first house a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom?
Correct.
Okay. And then roughly what I'm looking at is like almost 1,200 square feet. And
it's got a nice size living room, former dining room area, small kitchen, but it's been appliances have been upgraded, and it's got upgraded carpeting, and it's a pretty good sized dining room. And the living room's got a wood burning fireplace. I mean, it's a decent house. It's an old house, but it's decent.
yeah, like taken care of, does not really beat up, but just needs cosmetic repair. It's just a little bit older.
Need a little TLC.
Got you. And what's that build out on that house? Is it like a 1-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom?
On that house is 3 bedrooms, 1 bath.
The 669 Sunset?
Oh, the 6 no, it's only it's a 1 bedroom.
Okay, 1 bed, 1 bath. So that's 669
Right.
Sunset Ave.
Same.
Okay. Let me bring this up. What's got
like
you?
I told Sam, I haven't spoke with anybody. I haven't been in the household almost a year since the people moved in. So if they had any problems, I'm sure they would have let us know. But I don't know which. It seemed like they would be pretty decent. I don't think they have a whole lot of kids. Just 2 kids, I think.
Okay, so you got new appliances in there and carpet in there right before they got in?
Refrigerator. It wasn't new, but it
Gotcha.
was pretty nice.
Just updated. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Color's black. Yeah, newly painted wall. I mean, we did the kitchen up real nice and everything before we moved in.
Got you. So you're selling them both together, right?
Yes, everything together.
Okay. And do you have a mortgage on this, or is this paid off?
No, it's paid off.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I was able to help somebody else, because it's paid and the taxes is not that high there. I think it's 200 and something every 6 months or something like that.
200 some change for the taxes. Yeah, not too much.
2,000, yeah, 2,000 and something a year for that house.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I know it's not. It's where I am. I'm paying a hell of a lot more, and I'm 20 minutes away.
Got you. So what's got you guys considering you guys are just tired of being landlords?
Well, my kids, I got 2 kids. All my kids want to go to Warren Clement in Houston. My husband's kids, or some of his kids, are out in Texas, and they just never want to come back this way. I was trying to hook them up with something here, but they don't want to come back to the Midwest.
They just want to stay in Texas, huh?
Down in Houston got sold.
And so your kids are out in Houston, and then your husband's other kids are in Texas as well?
His kids are in Texas and Dallas.
Okay.
They're all set up in warm climates and have no interest in coming back. They all lived here and don't want to see Chicago ever.
So what are you guys planning to, like after you sell this, what's the goal here? You guys looking to buy like a Ferrari? You guys looking to retire?
No vacation, just not worried about anything. We worked hard all our lives.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, he's 80 years old and I'm 70. So
wow. How long have you two been together?
We've been together for a long time.
Oh my gosh, what's a long time?
Yeah, we've been together for 25 years. And, we just put everything together, and now we just ready to just relax.
Yeah, you guys earned it for sure. That is a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I work hard. I came from Mississippi Delta, so
I could hear it. I could hear it in the voice, in the tone, in the accent. You got that Southern accent, yeah. I was like, well, she's in Chicago, but she don't sound like she's from Chicago. Mississippi River. Wow, nice. Well, so here's how I'm looking at it, right? I'm not 100% familiarized with this area. I do buy all over the nation. I live in Palm Springs, California. So when I purchase properties, this is how I look at them. When I buy them cash, I look for properties that need a little bit of work, so then I can put some money into it, renovate it, and fix and flip it. Do these tenants know that you guys are looking to sell it? Oh yeah.
I mean, people are calling because I don't know. It's in a nice area where the business is, and it is business zone. We have had it commercial zone. We bought it that way.
Is zone commercial right now?
Yes, it is. We paid to have that done.
So it's residential and or commercial.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. So what we were planning on doing was having a business there. My husband had a liquor store at one time, that was right around the corner. It's, from it. So we were talking about a big thing to do, and this and that. We got sidetracked off of that.
Oh wow! Yeah, when I was younger, one of my first jobs.
Yeah, when you're younger, I'm telling you, you're thinking differently. When you start start getting older, and you start dealing with too many people and all this nonsense, you really, really get tired of it. So I decided he wanted a boutique. He wanted me to have a boutique, which I restore furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought about that too. But I really lost my taste for doing it. I just want to just relax and not do anything.
I got you. Yeah, no, yeah. Like I heard you guys are ready to retire.
This is my history. This is what we've done.
Got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm running some comps right now as we're talking. I'm just looking around to see like what houses like yours, same kind of build out, what they're selling for.
And
More or
then,
less.
now the house, the one house, see, most houses don't have that. Most areas in there is only one house.
Right.
It's not a bonus.
I see that. I see that. I see a lot of the houses in the area, like just comping like the one house, right? The main house, because I can't really find that other one on different websites, but I know it's there. I'm seeing that a lot of the houses are going for 70, 150, 144,
Exactly.
175. So more or less it's the 190 is basically like you're including another house in it. And it's almost market price for one house.
Right.
Got you. And is it that how other house is permitted? The ADU? Okay. So what I don't think that see where I look at it, because I'm not from the area, I'm not too confident as an investor in that area to go cash in, especially with my goal, if I were to buy it cash, would be to renovate it and then list it for sale. But I know with the economy going south now, prices are now dropping just like how gas dropped a lot. The only thing that's going up right now is the interest rates on homes. So it's a little bit more pricey for people to pay. Yeah, it's and so how I see it is when I'm buying cash, like in the beginning of the year, if I saw this property, it would have been easy for me to pay 190 because I was a Boulder guy at that time. I was paying 80 or 90%, but nobody expected for the shift to come. And so now when I'm buying properties, I'm closer to 50 to 60% of market price. So if it's like 190, I have to be closer to be conservative to like 80 grand minus some of the repairs and stuff. But I don't even know if that even works for you and your husband.
It is negotiable. I will have to talk to him. We can get together.
Would you?
If you are interested.
Oh, 100% interested. 100%. I'm not here to waste your time. I don't like wasting my time. I'm blessed to have a lot of opportunities. Yeah. Well, no, I for sure do. And when would what is your husband's name? Frank. When would Frank be available for us to jump on a call? Because I would want to speak to you both and I would like to go give you guys a cash route first. And if not, there are other ways that I can purchase properties for a little bit more. But I would like to explain that to both of you since it's a collective decision.
Okay. Would you like to keep the property as a rental, or you want to put a business there? What do you want to do with it?
Yeah, so what I do, I actually do a couple of things. So I do a lot of long-term rentals, like how you are right here. But I do also do short-term, or I do like I resell them. So a couple strategies. I do look at businesses as well. So that's the thing too. I have to look at the play because there's an opportunity for it to be commercial. But at the same time, I think with what's going on right now in the economy, it's safer for me not to try to open a business because if I I always borrow money, right? I use commercial lenders, and if I go and do that right now, I'm gonna just accumulate a high interest on any loan amount I get. And so if I were to do something like that, it would be when the interest rates come back down. So it makes more sense. So I would probably just rent it out to it like how you are, most likely just rent it out.
It is probably on the market as well. In the city, I don't know if it went back to the city or what, but I know that they're not. My husband used to know the guy that owned that lot. It's right in front of our lot.
Does your husband have his number?
He might have it still.
I could always chop it up and talk to him. You know, we buy land as well. We don't just buy properties.
Okay, well that's right there. It's right there. As you see, there's a lot of businesses right in that area.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good sale point.
Okay.
Okay.
When would be a good time for me to follow up with you and Frank?
If I give you a certain time, he can be here to talk to you, but right now he's not.
What time tomorrow do you think?
How about if you call us around 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, our time?
Okay, I could do that. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. your time.
Okay, and that way I make sure that we're both here we can go online and talk to you.
Okay, well, Mary, I really appreciate it, and I had a good time talking to you. Thank you so much. Absolutely, miss. You have a good night, okay? All right, good night.
And that's how it's done.
What do you guys have any feedback, any questions?
No, bro,
Nah,
that's
I
how
gotta
it's
say,
done.
that was epic.
That's fire, bro. I like how you decided to explain the terms and all that. Like when you had both of them on the phone, so you could just like, you don't have to explain to one each of them. You know, you can get it over with, like kill two birds with one stone. You know what I mean?
I was gonna set it up like this. So you know how I was asking the questions about how long they've been together? You guys already know what my next question is when they say that. I'm like, oh my God, congratulations. So since you guys been together for 25 plus years, typically, if you guys were to leave to the store, right? If you're trying to surprise the other party, you kind of already know what he likes and doesn't like, right? So if you brought him something, you would know what he likes and you'd give it to him, he would be okay with it. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure if I give you a number that you know that you like, he might like it too, right? Yeah. Cool. So then we don't even have to even call him right away if you already know more or less if I'm just wasting your time or we got something going, you know, but we never got there. That's how I would have done it though, just to let you know.
Yeah. I believe some people call it psychology.
Yeah, man. That's the art right there. This is what I'm gonna teach you guys. Just you see how I barely even touched the numbers. And you saw how from my experience, really, I didn't know Chicago. I couldn't comp the other properties. It doesn't show that it's there, but it's an additional ADU and it's on a commercial lot. I told the truth. From my experience, I don't know how to look at it like that. I would probably most likely just do long-term rental. And the truth is, if I go try to do a business, if I were to go pull a loan right now, I am going to have an investor or like a business owner interest rate, which is high, right? So I just went and worked what I know is going to work for me. I even shot fucking 50%. And she said, it's negotiable. She didn't even decline me. She just said it's all negotiable, right? So I already automatically brought it down and we haven't even gone into full mode yet. It hadn't even gotten into the serious part. We just started talking.
That's all how you talk to people.
Do you guys have any questions for me? Anybody have any feedback, reasons why I do the things I do? Let me know. You guys can take yourself off a mic. Tell me.
That was fire. Loved it.
Just always learning, bro. Always learning new tactics and new strategies from you. So, you know, you already know I love tuning in and hearing how you strategize and how you overcome certain things.
Yeah, you stayed calm the whole time.
You know those. Are you like?
$1,000,000 worth of
You
game.
just go on
$1,000,000
Google and Google like interest rates and like fucking shit like that, like inflation, and because you're really knowledgeable like with the banks and interest rates and loan rates and all that shit. I mean, where are you acquiring that information? Are you just going on Google?
No, it's been fucking years of me reading books. Remember how you're always like, hey, what kind of books you read? So what I did was after I heard Patrick David say, you really want to learn, you know, and be professional in certain fields as fast as possible. Instead of picking books in a whole bunch of different subjects, stick to like 3 or 4 topics and buy as many books with 5-star reviews. And I knew one day 2 years ago that I was going to get into like finances and business again. So 2 years ago, I started picking up fucking books, everything about sales and negotiation, business, economics, and fucking like psychology. Yeah. And like in economics, it basically broke down everything about taxes. And so I actually bought a couple of tax books, CPA books, how to start your own corporation books. And so I started learning about economics, what inflation is, what interest rates, why the banks came into place, how they leverage themselves, how credit works. And so, like I said, I came prepared. Like if you thought you just learned a little bit about fucking wholesaling, no, I came fucking prepared for. I didn't even know what was coming. So I read a lot of that. So that's why I always talk about interest rates, because people who are already 40 years old, 50 or 70 years old, they've gone through all of that. They've bought in homes, gone through the interest rates, gone through like credits, gone through all this stuff where when I'm bringing shit up that's relevant to their life, they can relate to it all. And if you're just learning wholesaling, you're just learning wholesaling. Then you got to learn how business works, how to scale a business. Then you got to learn how to negotiate so you can actually close a lot of deals. Then you got to learn the art, meaning everything besides talking about numbers, which is what we just did right now. I rarely even touched the numbers on there, and I was fact finding. I was having a good time. We were laughing, talking about her Southern accent, all that stuff. And then I'm using it against her, coming back and forth. I'm writing it down the entire time on that piece of paper. Like Cameron wrote that piece of paper, I would have been writing it on that piece of paper. So I have it in front of me to remember the questions. I don't even have questions written on this blank piece of paper in front of me because I already know what questions to ask because I do it every day. I practice it every day. But this is the type of shit that in 5, 10, 15 days, you guys can learn how to do this just by coming in 4 to 5 days a week and hearing me do my live calls, besides you guys practicing. But hearing me do my live calls, you guys will hear me answer questions that you may have not had an answer to when a seller might have asked you that question. And it's just copy and paste. Use exactly what I said and then go in there on that scenario.